Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking in. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Please do not forget to click on your subscribe button. Your subscribe button is just below this video. Please subscribe to my channel. After subscribing, I'm also going to beg you to click on your bell notification. Your bell notification is just beside the subscribe button and you'll be able to see it after you might have subscribed. Thank you so much to all my amazing subscribers. You guys are the best. God bless you.
I've never been exposed like this before.
See, it's this kind of talks that gets me angry. Like, you guys don't make me angry. Ghanaians, you already know how I love President John Mahama. So if you want to joke, please don't even go close to Mahama. Please stay off Mahama. So today, the NPP minority wants to impeach President Mahama due to some reasons known to them. Duty calls and the president have to leave the country, and it happened that the vice president also left the country, and then the speaker also left, and then people got so angry. They said in the constitution, in the Ghana constitution, the three of them are not supposed to leave the country at the same time. One person must be present, okay, to handle every other issues that comes up in the country during the absence of the president or the absence of the vice president or the other party involved. So due to this reason, they have decided that they are going to impeach my dear President John Mahama. You're not serious? Like, are you guys serious right now? Nobody should try this. See, President Mahama is going to second term. After the second term, he is going for the third, fifth, and the rest of them until we Ghanaians get tired of Mahama. He is not coming down from that seat. And let me tell you, it's not difficult. And let me also tell you, it's not gonna be easy to do. So yes, stop it. You all stop it, okay? Yeah, I'm going to leave you to watch the rest of the video. Meanwhile, do not hold anything that I said to heart, okay? I'm just joking, okay? But then let's face the situation at hand.
The MPP minority wants to impeach President Mahama. Let's break down what's going on and whether this is even possible. Let me explain. On May 12, President Mahama traveled outside the country. At the same time, the Vice President, the Speaker of Parliament, and Chief Justice were all unavailable. The MPP minority is calling this constitutional crisis, claiming Ghana was left without any official head of state. They say it breaches Article 60 of the 1992 Constitution, which ensures there must always be someone legally holding presidential power. With the Chief Justice suspended and no former acting president sworn in, they argue there was a dangerous power vacuum. Now here's the truth. Impeaching a sitting president in Ghana is extremely difficult. It requires a 2/3 majority in parliament. And right now, the MPP is the minority. So unless they get massive support from the NDC side, this is unlikely to succeed. This is more political pressure than a real impeachment threat. So why do it? Some say it's not about the constitution. It's about disrupting the Mahama administration. Remember, this is a government still forming its footing. And Mahama has been reopening past cases and pushing reforms very fast. The minority could be trying to slow him down. Some legal experts says the suspended Chief Justice could have resumed temporary control. No swearing in needed. Others argue a formal process should have been followed. So it's not black and white. It's a legal gray zone. So the question is, can Mahama be impeached over this? Technically no, with a minority-led parliament. Now I ask myself, why is the minority caucus fighting so hard for the Chief Justice to assume office? Could it be that they want someone in place to challenge the presidency, or are they positioning for control in case of a future power vacuum? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.
Even surprised that in all this discussion we don't even know where the president is, we don't even know where the vice president is, we don't even know where the speaker is.
Of course, you know where the president is in Togo as of this morning. The vice president is still on medical leave in the United Kingdom. The Speaker of Parliament, it's unclear for me where he is, but the president, we know.
So clearly this country is without leadership, because the constitution provides that in the absence of the president, the vice president, in the absence of both the speaker, right, in the absence of the speaker, the chief justice, we don't have chief justice. As to whether acting chief justice can be acting president, it's even an issue. So
as a member of parliament, you are not aware of any kind of transfer of power in the absence of the president.
The president has not communicated to members of parliament. He might have committed to the speaker, and the speaker has the responsibility of informing members of parliament.
But are you aware whether there's been any kind of a temporary swearing-in ceremony in the absence of the president?
I'm not aware of any of such. And if anyone is aware, they should educate us. Right? But these are issues that I will defend. But it's something that we must be worried that a president and the vice president and the speaker can just get up and leave the country and leave everyone wondering where we are, when the constitution provides that when someone is not there, this person should be sworn in to take these duties.
The law says that in the absence of the president, the vice president should act. The vice president, as we know as of now, is still on medical leave in the United Kingdom. In the absence of the vice president, is the Speaker of Parliament. Well, as far as I know, we are not privy to any kind of a swearing-in ceremony as demanded by the Supreme Court. And then in the absence of the Speaker of Parliament, it is the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice on suspension, the acting is still in office. But nothing official as far as the change of command is concerned.
Yeah, I hold the view that acting Chief Justice is not the Chief Justice. And he cannot be made to superintend over the country. It's an issue for constitutional interpretation. Maybe someone would have to invoke that and ask for clarity, right? I know Kukaza had cause, or someone had a cause about the swearing in. Whether the person must necessarily be swearing in. They must necessarily be some swearing in. The Supreme Court actually had the ruling that yes, it must necessarily be sworn in. It cannot be by way of, by default, while the person is not there, the person acts. So we have jurisprudence, we have precedents, guidance of this. But when both or the three of them are not there, and we have acting Chief Justice, it's a constitutional.
And as a people of Ghana, we must all fight against this act of the president. We should, and the problem is that at the time the president was leaving, the Speaker of Parliament had already left. So when the president was leaving the country, he knew, or at best ought to have known, that he was going to create that vacuum, and that his leaving the country was going to be a breach of the constitution. But now Emperor Mr. President decided that, look, I am the emperor, I can do whatever I like. I am the consequence, and left the country. Is that what we voted the president for? To briefly violate our constitution? And so we will keep bringing these up. And at appropriate time, if we have to invoke the impeachment proceedings, we will do so. We will not sit idly by for the constitution given to us to be violated without any consequence.
All right, as you can see, minority in parliament to consider initiating impeachment proceedings against President John Mahama for allegedly breaching the constitution by traveling outside the country and leaving no acting president. And this is coming from the minority. Now, question me bisa after market and call for say number 7 and I'm with impeachment Penny Mahama. 88 nana. Oh, eya monkasa realistically na Jimeno ya doso. Number 7 and I'm with impeaching Mahama. Ekufu Addo wasn't impeached. Obi Onutu am na $58 million wasn't impeached. Obi Odada Ghana for say what $48 million. And the ate Odo River num crampono. Yeah, impeaching no. Obi a baby on Biana also na konya ACV80 bomb wasn't impeached. Obi Odada Ghana for say or the sky training by ebe we actually wakotam 1829 locomotive abesi okrampo abesi na yehu baby a training am crampono wasn't impeached. Obi a osi ni statue rija Ghana for okra wasn't impeached. Obi a nyambra sem in 8 years and then da Ghana for broka ebesi na ye ka da Ghana for ni mu anye job wasn't impeached. Etimi bisa go say kwan beso na mo fa mube impeaching Penny Mahama 88 versus 180 plus kwan beso eya mo nkasa realistically bo ya ma abaye so obvious say as a NDC a wini here no eya mo ya to the extent they say you people cannot get over it, but you have to move on. You see, if you want to be able to bring your party back to power, you have to be able to move on, accept defeat, go back and sit down, analyze where you went wrong, correct your wrongs, then you can come back later. But some more Ghana ha na say mo yes ase nia oya obi hye mumu say Ghana for to tia mo in imaginable way obi akra point me imagine you be doing yourselves more harm than good, because we are okay mo akasa mo ni mu say it's impossible. Ekufu Addo kra wasn't impeached. Sam no kra no over parliament the difference was very small. Ono kra no couldn't impeached ono kra no ye timi na enfra konya so. Now how much more say look at the gap 88 versus more than 180. Number say minority in parliament to consider initiating impeachment proceedings against President John Mahama for allegedly breaching the constitution by traveling outside the country and leaving no acting president. We and you guys are aware. After the market ya aware. Munina mo ya aware. Say we sebu kase hunu. And you guys have to wise up. Mujimi no ya doso. Believe you me. Mujimi no you guys have to wise up.
Minority caucus of parliament are calling for the impeachment of President Mahama. Guys, this is funny, all right? But do you think the people of Ghana will support this agenda? I don't think so. Now, judging from the numbers the minority has in parliament, do you think even the independent candidates will support NPP on this agenda? I find that ridiculous, honestly, I won't lie. But constitutionally, all the things NPP caucus of parliament are talking about are right, and legally they are right. Because how can a president of the Republic of Ghana leave the shores of Ghana without leaving the country to anybody? Now, so those of you who are not aware, so as we speak, President Mahama is not in the country. All right, so he traveled to Cote d'Ivoire for a summit. And I think before he went to Cote d'Ivoire, he went to see the vice president who is unwell and has been out of the country for some months now. And we know constitutionally, if the president of the Republic of Ghana is not in Ghana, then the vice president takes over as a president. Now, if the vice president is also out of the country, constitutionally, the Speaker of Parliament takes over as the acting president of Ghana. Now, as we speak, according to the minority, the president is out of the country. The vice president is equally out of the country due to her ailment or something. Now, the minority are also saying that they don't know where the speaker is, because somewhere 8th, the record shows that the Speaker of Parliament is also out of the jurisdiction. So now, who did President Mahama leave Ghana to? Now, people are saying that the country is on autopilot. Guys, people are also saying that, Charlie, we can take care of our own selves. We don't need anybody. But how can you leave a country like Ghana without anybody to take care of it? This is essentially how coup and other things happened. And you now understand why presidents always like to appoint their chief of defense, staff, and all of that by themselves, so that it can be individuals they can trust. Because for these ones, if you're out of the country and care is not taken, somebody will take over the country. This is how it happens. And now the minority are saying that because the president has neglected his duty, they will start the impeachment process against him. But is NPP going to succeed at this? No, because you don't even have the numbers to do this or to pull off this. Secondly, President Mahama is still enjoying his goodwill season. People of Ghana like him. Like about 56% of people voted for him. So the point is, you cannot win it. Because when you check even most of the comments I'm getting right after the statement from the minority caucus in parliament, they are like, yo, NPP, are you serious? Should we hand over the country to Afenyo Makin? Should we hand over the country to President Baumia or what? You understand? So it's like the people of Ghana voted NDC and they still like their president regardless. So let's give some time to see how this particular conversation turns out to be. Is it just some shenanigans from the minority, or indeed they are dead serious about it? That's part of facts. Let me know what you think about this new development in the minority calling on President Mahama to be impeached immediately. This part of facts. Signing out.